there in the YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter world of nerd herding fans that are watching vlog number 8. This one I am going to quickly get into a subject that we were briefly talking about on Nerd Herders featuring video games, and then later on Damien Dragon is going to be coming into the picture as we make the big Nerd Herders announcement to everybody. But first, the topic that we talked about on Nerd Herders was basically based around video games. Now, it was only part 1. Part 2 is going to be again in the future of like maybe one of the weeks in December. In the meantime, I figured in this vlog I would give you what are my top 5 favorite video games. Now, I'm a casual gamer. I don't get to play as often as I would like to, but I do have a lot of die-hard games that I will play no matter what. Now, game number 5 is The Sims for both PC and console. I kind of hate the fact that you gotta get a job in the game and you gotta work and you gotta make them use the bathroom, but it's kind of cool to play God and build your dream house as long as you have the code to keep getting more money and build on it. And sometimes you just want to make the characters die. First time Damien played the Sims game, he had a wife and he killed her by accident. She got set on fire. It's fucking hysterical. Game number 4, Super Scribblenauts for the DS. I particularly like Super Scribblenauts because it gives you the choice to use adjectives. Funniest part about it was one of the clues they gave you was pick a flightless bird. So I decided to write dead flamingo, and I won the level. It's a game that makes you use your creativity, which I really, really enjoy. Number 3, Dragon Age 2. Now I'm gonna get a lot of haters for this one because I prefer Dragon Age 2 over Dragon Age Origins. I have played both. What I like most about Dragon Age 2 is the better graphics, the better dialogue options, what else? The level up screen. So much easier than Dragon Age Origins, and it's a lot clearer to read. In Dragon Age Origins, the typeset is like really, really small, and I have a fucking flat screen, big ass TV, and I still couldn't read the font in it. Granted, Dragon Age 2 used a lot of the same levels in a lot of different areas of the game, and it did get repetitive, but it was rushed out. What do you expect? You know, Dragon Age Origins had a great story, but the little attributes of Dragon Age 2 is what made me love it way more than Origins. Game 2, Mortal Kombat. Now, in this house, you're either a Mortal Kombat fan or you're a Street Fighter fan. You're not a fan of both. I am Mortal Kombat. Damien is Street Fighter. He's sitting right next to me. You can't see him yet. Yeah. Mortal Kombat is the one that I grew up with as a kid, and I just continuously played up until now. I have the complete collection for Xbox, and I absolutely love it. I don't know if it's the fact that as a kid I loved blood, guts, and gore, and the fatalities rocked, or if it's just the characters I like 10 times better. I'm a Mortal Kombat. That's game number 2. Game number 1 should be obvious to anybody that watches my vlogs or anybody that knows me on Facebook and Twitter. My number 1 game of all time is the Legend of Zelda series. There's not one game in particular I like more than the other. The original obviously has a nice place in my heart. Damien's climbing all over my couches. He's parkouring everywhere right now. He thinks he's Green Arrow. So, yeah, the Legend of Zelda series is definitely my all-time favorite video game ever. Although Majora's Mask is like my least favorite because it's so freaking hard to do. Well, at this point, let me bring in Damien Dragon, my fellow nerd herder.
Hello.
For our big announcement.
Oh boy.
Now, we just got this information just before Nerd Herders went on the air on Friday. We didn't announce it on air because we were waiting for the actual definite confirmation of this guest and his date. But on December 7th, Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, on Nerd Herders, we have locked in
a very big guest.
A very big guest. I'm probably going to do a little montage at this point.
Basically, we can just say, Smurfing time! Jason,
David,
Frank, the Green Ranger is going to be on Nerd Herders December the 7th for a live on-air interview.
Oh, he was also the White Ranger. Don't forget he was also the White Ranger.
He was also the White Ranger, the greatest Power Ranger of all time, by far.
Yes.
If you were a Power Ranger fan, he was the greatest ever.
Yes.
If you were a martial artist like I was, and during that time you wanted to be the Green Ranger, he was awesome.
And if you were a girl, and if your favorite Ranger was the Pink Ranger Kimberly, then you just had a love of Tommy Oliver, and the Green Ranger. And if you don't know his real name is Tommy Oliver, then whoa. Yeah. But yeah.
So Nerd Herders, this is going to be huge. This is the one that you're going to want to listen to. This is going to be the one that you want to tell your friends to listen to. This is going to be the one that you want to tell your friends to listen to. This is going to be the biggest, most epic, mega, that was the word, mega episode of Nerd Herders yet. And this is also our Christmas present to you, our way of thanking you for your support, for everything you've done. Every week we've gotten bigger. We're being listened to in Hawaii, Dallas, Tennessee, like all over. And this is our thank you to you, an early Christmas present. Yes. We bring you Jason, David, Frank.
Holy crap! Well, that wraps up this edition. Always, I have my vlogs every Sunday. New subscribe to the channel. New vlog every Wednesday. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook, as well as you can check out all of my writings on followingthenerd.com, and listen every Friday night to Nerd Herders on Blog Talk Radio /Dream Elite. You hear all the screaming in the background. That's our kids.
We swear we're not killing them.
They're fighting. They're fighting over like Superhero Squad characters. So fear not. They're fine. All right. Till next week, people. Bye.